Hello everybody and welcome to another video here at Playing Board Games. I'm Justin and today I have another showcase of premium components from a website called Gaming Haven. So in the past I actually did one of these previously for a variety of their wooden and acrylic tokens, and today I am back to do it again because the people behind Gaming Haven kindly sent me a bunch of more of their awesome components for me to showcase for all of you. And, you know, maybe just get some hype for people who are potentially interested in, you know, blinging out their game in a little bit in a way that the prices seem pretty affordable for my Canadian mindset as I have the prices here. So I'm going to share a bunch of components and also give you the prices in Canadian dollars, which we all know our money is multiple colors. So our money is kind of fun and, you know, all of that. If you like any of these components, you actually can. There's a referral link in the description to go to the Gaming Haven website, and you can use the code PBGArkham for 5% off of the order. By doing this, you not only support an independent creator in terms of the guy behind Gaming Haven, but you also will be supporting us because, you know, we will receive money based on your purchase. With all that said, these were all sent to me by Gaming Haven again. So this is, well, not directly sponsored. I was sent the product for all this. That's enough talking. Why don't we start talk about the first one, which are, was not here the last time I did one of these videos, which are tokens for the Token Cup. Wow, look at all of them. So for this one, this is under the Arkham Horror, the card game section. They have a variety of other games as well on the website that you can buy for, but the stuff we're looking at today is specifically for Arkham Horror, the card game, and also Eldritch Horror. These are 44 3mm white acrylic tokens. They are a tiny bit smaller than the actual components included in the game, which I actually have on hand, so I can actually grab a comparison right off the bat. That was the token I just randomly pulled from the cup, so that's kind of a good sign that I drew the Elder sign. So as you can see, they're a tiny bit smaller than the actual official tokens, as you can see, just putting it right on top of one another. And this means that when you are shuffling it inside of a bag, it's easier to shuffle them. So compared to some of the other ones, like with Travis, we use the LCG tokens whenever Travis is playing. And with those ones are thicker tokens, so like the bag can get pretty heavy. These guys are pretty light, and a whole bag of them, it's going to be easy to put your hand inside and give them a shuffle. As you can see, they're all just white acrylic, with color designs on them for it, which I kind of dig. I wanted premium tokens, but I never really, like, they always were like kind of they always were pretty expensive, and like 44 Canadian ain't bad for these. You get, as I said, you get 44 and you get 2 extra ones on top of that as well. What I do like about them is that they're light. They are a little bit on the top of them. They're indented a bit, so you can actually, like, if you reached into the bag and like went like this, like especially with the skull, you could probably find the skull. You could probably find these if you really wanted to do that. But just don't, like, for me, that's not personally a knock against these, because, like, just don't do that. Don't stick your hand in and, like, cheat. Just don't cheat. It's that easy. But otherwise, they're pretty simple. When I was unboxing them, I was a little worried that it'd be too hard to, like, tell the difference between them. But the numbers are crisp. The colors for the other ones are actually pretty easy to tell. My only thought is that I wish the autofail was scarier, because for some reason, because it is like this bright white, I feel like it's my friend still. And then I'm gonna have a moment of betrayal where I'm like, wait a minute, you're actually working against me? I don't really like that. But I like them. I think they're nice, simple. In terms of like premium components, they're definitely like comparison to the LCG. I think that's what they're called, that Travis uses. These are definitely like less premium than those. They're like the next step up, but because they're engraved, they won't like smudge or wear out like the official ones do. So it's a nice, pretty easy upgrade to get to these other ones, which I think is pretty dang Cool. To join in with those tokens, we actually have, you can see here, the Cursed and Blessed tokens. So this gives you 20 tokens for 22 Canadian dollars. And as you can see, they're the same color, same white acrylic. And the gold and purple, I think, look really nice. They pop very well. Again, you can kind of tell what they are. They are, to go back to the size, I have like small, tiny, dainty hands. So when I look at these and I reach into the bag, I imagine it's like pretty easy. I could even do a test. We could even do a test to see what it's like. I have done some tests like on my own time, but we can do one in the video for the sake of, you know, the video. But with these ones here, I can see like if you have bigger hands, it might be hard to just grab just one of them. So just like note the size. But they're like, here, I'll grab one of those ones again. So like, again, like the -1, smaller, but as you can see, the thickness, it's a little bit thicker. Just the slightest amount. I'm trying to get this on camera. That's best for you guys. The camera's at a slight angle, so it's kind of hard to tell. But you can see that it's just like, oh yeah, there we go. You can see it's just like the tiniest bit thicker. So while it's smaller in terms of that, it is nicer that you can like get a better side grip on them. And you know what? Let's even try. Let's put some in the cup and let's draw. Again, I did this. This isn't me just doing this for the first time in the video. I did do a bunch of these tests on my own, and you're actually going to see these in mine and Eric's campaign eventually, because Eric and I have been recording the Carcosa campaign for a while. Okay, got a bunch in there. Give it a shuffle. Oh yeah, easy. Just grab one. Look at that tablet. All right, that's actually that's a nice shuffle and grab experience. Really, they really shuffle. They actually like really shuffle. It's nice. They really get mixed up in there. And you guessed it, there's also Frost tokens. So the Frost tokens, you get 8 of them for 14 Canadian dollars. That means for this entire bundle of tokens here, for all of these tokens, it'll cost you 80 Canadian dollars. So 44 for these guys, 22, and then 14 over here for the Frost tokens. So as you can see, the blues look pretty similar. I think they do look different. They actually do look like different blues, examining them nice and up close. But, you know, the Blessed token, sorry, the Snow tokens, the Frost tokens, and the Elder Sign do always give me like a pause in paper too. So those are somewhat similar. So like that is something you'll need to like, the instant grokkification of these tokens, especially these 3, will probably take you some time just to like kind of like just immediately pick up, or you'll need to like second check. Because otherwise the shape around them is the same too. But the blues are similar. Looking at them, they are different, but as you can kind of see as we're looking and showing these in detail, like if we let's just do this, boom, Frost token. Okay, it's not that bad. It'll take a second, but boom, Frost token. Okay, so those are the tokens, and they are, I like them. I'm excited to play with them, to actually see them in practice, but they shuffle up really well. They're clean, so they're easy to tell, and the drawings, for the most part, are very similar. Like, the Cultist is really good. The Skull's nice. The Elder thing, or as I call it, a squid, is also really clean as well. The Bless and Curse. I think I like the components a lot. I think they're pretty damn sweet. And I'm excited to play with them. If you're in the area and you're looking for Chaos tokens, this might be the place you want to check out. So again, the website link with our referral code is in the description, which you can, you know, save on your order. Also with our code PPG Arkham. Yeah, and that's that's the big stuff. I still a lot of other cool stuff to show you, but that's like the spicy things. So I'm gonna just push these over here for right now. You two -8. You're like, you never play with me. But we also got, for all you Innsmouth lovers, there's Flood tokens, and you guessed it, Key tokens! Let's go! We love key tokens! Alright, so these are actually clear acrylics. I'm too scared to change the focus, so I'm just going to leave them down here, which is partially flooded, and then on the other side you can see the fully flooded. So I think the clear is actually really cool. I think they're really nice. They are, I think they'll take some getting used to for knowing which side is partially flooded and which side is fully flooded. But as I said, you get 20 of them for 22 Canadian dollars. And I like the clear nature of them. I think they're really cool. And I imagine they're going to look good on the board, especially with like the location underneath it as well. And then over here, we have our key tokens. There are 7 of them for 11 Canadian dollars, which means that you would have to pay $33 for the whole thing. You can see the black key there. It's very, 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 very faint. So just something to be aware of if you're looking at this kind of thing. But each key has their own unique design to them. For like, you know, the handle, I guess, is what you call it. But those are the key tokens. So flood tokens and key tokens for Innsmouth. As you can see here, we also have some boards with our logo on them. Isn't that pretty cool? So I couldn't find these exact boards on the website. As far as I know, they actually could just be hidden in a page that I couldn't find. But these were made to hold dice and also hold the investigator pretty comfortably in them, which I think is really cool. You're going to see these probably in the Eric and I playthrough. We're going to give them a shot to see how they go. But they can hold 2 dice, so I mean, don't get more than 12 resources, rogues. I'm looking at you. But I think these are pretty cool, and like again, they might be somewhere, but they do have boards on Gaming Haven that are 31 Canadian dollars, and they have little sliders. And I think they're actually on sale. When I recorded this video, they might still be on sale on the day that this video comes out. But I don't know if they're still on sale. But they were at least at the time of recording this video for, I think, only 22 Canadian dollars. On to some cool components here for Eldritch Horror. We got ship tickets, which you can buy 11 tickets for 7 Canadian. 8 train tickets for 6 Canadian, and this Doom token, which is how the game's progress is tracked at the top of the board, how it's competing against you, for 3 Canadian dollars. They're a bit thinner than the tokens that I was showing for the cup. Anyway, they could be. You know, let's just a comparison. It feels thinner, but oh yeah, the tiniest bit thinner. The tiniest little bit. There also are from our Eldritch Horror. These are, they're called Eldritch tokens? Actually, I don't even remember what that's what they were called in the storefront. But as you can see, it's a spooky, scary squid. And this is how the game can kind of like track bad things happening on the board. And this is, you get 20 of these tokens for 20 Canadian, so $1 a token Canadian when it's all said and done. But yeah, once again, nice and simple. Upgrading Eldritch Horror certainly is a cool thing. It's by no means a necessity, but it is just like, if you like blaying out your games, you might dig what you find here. Last thing I got here to show you from Eldritch Horror, we got clue tokens. So how these work is that they will spawn at different places on the board. Sometimes, most of the time they are numbers, but occasionally they are locations that they will spawn at as well. And then these just go on the board. When you earn these, they're spent for a variety of game effects, just like clues in Arkham Horror, the card game, if you don't know. Notably, there are none that I see from the expansions in here, but you do get 36 of these for 37 Canadian dollars. So it works for the base game, but it's not going to work for any of the expansions, at least flipping through. I couldn't find any that were for sideboards or anything like that. But if those ever do hit Gaming Haven, I can't imagine them being that much because there's not too many tokens for it. But yeah, these if you're looking at blinging like your base game Eldritch Horror, or like you have some small box expansions, these will do a great job. Nice and simple, just like nice simple acrylic tokens here for this. Yeah, not much to say about them. They're just nice and simple. Most of the game they're going to be on this side. So like while there's a lot of numbers here, the magnifying glass side is the one that you're going to be interacting with the most. And they are fun when you have 2 of them to pick them up and kind of just like play with them in your hand, just like poker chips in real life. That's all I got for all of you today to showcase here from Gaming Haven. I want to thank, again, for sending the product my way. I like doing this. While I am not myself personally someone who really like strives to bling out my game or add premium components to it, it's not something that like I really look at doing. It is cool to see, like, for people who would like to do it and see different, you know, possibilities and places that people can do this. And especially if, like, you know, a lot of these are going to be, like, European or American, like United States. And this one's in Australia. So if you're near there, you might, you know, it might be worth your time to check it out. And if you're not, I got this up here in Canada. So, like, shipping can't be that crazy, can it? I'm not sure. But if this does interest you, again, we have a referral link in the description where you can support us and also the creator of all this fantastic product. And you can also use the code PBGArkham for 5% off of your order on top of that. This video is not, like, sponsored, right? It's not a sponsored video. But it is a showcase video that was sent this product with some stuff for your, you know, your amusement. So hopefully you guys, you know, you dig these tokens. And you're thinking, maybe, just maybe, I want to try these tokens out. So you can go browse their storefront, and you can find potentially some, you know, other things that might interest you in some other games. In the meantime, I'm going to run. Huge thank you to all of our patrons supporting the channel. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.